That introduction reminds me of that old saw that my father would be proud, my mother would believe every word of it, and then I have to add that my wife and my children would correct the record if you care to do that. Well, first of all, my thanks to people who nominated and voted for me to give me this recognition today. Assuredly, I am honored by what they have accomplished. It was 48 years ago that I sat in those seats that you are in today as members of the class. I was a student officer, class of 1962, engaged in what I thought was my final academic year in the United States Army. I was able to extend my academic credentials, however, because they kept me here on the faculty during one of those years that they were rewarding the slow learners who hadn't gotten it during the first year. It was a learning experience, and one that I hope you all are taking great advantage of, because it's only one more step in the preparation that this class is having for future leadership of the Army. Many of you, most of you, will have 15 to 20 years left in your service, and it's during that period that we look upon you to be able to step into the shoes of the kind of people who reacted to the crises that we've periodically run into in this nation. We don't know whether there's an Eisenhower or a MacArthur or a Schwarzkopf or even a Petraeus or a McChrystal sitting out here in the audience. We do know that we will have crises in the future that is going to require some of you to step forward and perhaps take the place of those kinds of leaders that we've always found in the past. Now, if you're like I was when I went through any of the Army school systems, I was astonished by what I didn't know before I got there. But I also have been astonished when I look back to my years in the 40s decade of how much I didn't know when I was graduating from this college. It's a continuing learning process that you have to go through, and I certainly hope you will dedicate yourself to continual learning, because it's the ones who continually learn who are prepared and ready to step forward when that future crisis occurs. Once again, I thank those who are responsible for me being here, and I wish you all great success in carrying forward the record of the United States Army in those years that are still awaiting you, and that the Army is awaiting for you to perform magnificently off there in the future. Thank you.